Hello, and welcome to True 100% Plus, episode 24. Hi. So I've got a few things to cover before stuff happens. Recorded this a little earlier, so I don't remember how much time I have, but probably not a lot, so I'm going to talk a little bit fast. So last episode I asked if you guys wanted me to do that whole thing where I output raw footage, like an hour or whatever I did. When I'm struggling to record an episode. And it kind of got mixed reception. Normally when I ask things, it gets either a very positive reception or Well, I've never actually had a very negative reception before, so... so I'm taking a mixed reaction as a no. Well, I in that case, I won't do it all the time then. I was considering doing it for this episode. I was having a bit of trouble with something later, but we'll get into that. But I decided not to, so I'll probably reserve it for when I'm very desperate and I haven't uploaded something in a while, or something funny happens, or something really annoying happens, or anything like that. So yeah, just to let you know on that one. Obviously this episode is kinda out on time. I mean, it is Sunday, probably. I don't know when I'm going to finish this. A bit of a shorter episode, but the things I wanted to do in this episode turned out to not be that much screen time as I thought. Like, the amount of effort it took to record it is high, but the amount of time it's on the screen is very low. So this is a bit of a shorter episode, I apologise for that. Next episode will be very long. I'll let you know about that at the end, if I remember. And that's all the time I have to talk about things out. So here we are. This is the final oyster. Dun dun dun. There it is, and I'm finally going to pick it up, but not yet. So yeah, this is the final oyster. We're going to pick it up this episode. So I don't remember if I've talked about it before. I was like hinting at it, and in a few episodes ago, and I don't remember if I actually outright said it at some point, but I obviously say it now. Now that I finally have 0% or lower progress with the girlfriends. As soon as I pick up the final oyster, it will accelerate my progress with all the girlfriends to 40%, I believe 40%, somewhere around there. And that'll be very beneficial for some stuff I'll talk about later. But before I pick up the last oyster, I thought I'd make it a little bit more interesting. So this is the Alterium. I can't pronounce the name, we'll see what it is when I walk in. But this is a little interior area in the game. Mission takes place here, just business. Atrium? Atrium, I think it's called the Atrium. Yeah, you probably know what this place is. It's where they shoot the Russians and stuff with pig smoke. But we're not interested in that today. We are simply interested in, well, not the statue that I'm shooting. I don't know why I'm shooting that statue. We are just interested in this door. So you see how this door swings? Like that. It's a physics object when it swings. Normally it's completely solid, but when it swings it's a physics object. And we can push it. Like that. So that wasn't the best explanation in the world, because obviously I pre-recorded this, so it's kind of hard to explain on pre-recorded footage. But basically I'm out of bounds now. Long story short, the game still thinks I'm inside, because I haven't hit the yellow marker inside. So it thinks I'm inside, and then when you do this... outside gets a little funky. So yeah, all you need is a gun, and as soon as you walk in, you turn right around, hold your gun out so you don't hit the marker, and push the door open while it's swinging. And then you go, I'm just having a good look. So this is the interior world. Many of you probably know it very well. I've explained it in many of my videos before. But basically, the way this game handles interiors is kind of funky. It just makes certain things visible and other things not visible. So as you can see, most of outside isn't visible right now, as I look at all these bail bonds places. So most of outside isn't visible. There's just this little tiny bit around the atrium. I already forgot how I said it. So you can see it's not there, nothing there, right on the edge. But never fear, collision is still here. So yeah, I can still walk on the collision, obviously. So you can probably see where I'm going with this. I'm heading back north. I'm going to go pick up the oyster out of bounds, basically. Just thought I would make it a little bit more interesting. I haven't actually used interior or out of bounds glitch yet in this playthrough, and we're like 20 episodes in or something, so I thought I would demonstrate it here. I'm trying to think what you could watch to learn more about this. The only time I can remember talking about this glitch before is like at the start of my ESA 2013 speedrun. I was like demonstrating it while we were waiting to get ready. I'd probably explain it better there. But yeah, if you want to know more about the whole interior world thing, just Google GTA SA interior world and you'll find tons of stuff. But yeah, everything's still here, just not visible. Navigating this is actually very difficult, so I pre-picked and practiced a path I was going to take before doing this. And can you hear that? I'm on grass now, instead of on concrete. Yeah, so there's the Bribe Star, and there's the oyster in this place. And then there's all the people walking on the bridge on top of me. Obviously no bridge. And yeah, we're gonna take this oyster, and obviously in traditional true 100% plus fashion, we're gonna rate it. So I rate this oyster, when I pick it up, I rate this oyster great, mate. I don't know. There was no grand reveal, I had no plan or anything. I'm just making this shit up as I talk. Yeah, that's our oyster. Hope you liked it. So now we have all the oysters. Hooray! That does a few things. I believe it maxes my lung capacity. It makes it so sex appeal no longer does anything, or girlfriends don't care about it. They don't care if I'm fat or underweight or muscly or not or anything like that. So girlfriends just love me all the time now. And yeah, it also gives me a bit of money, I think it did. I didn't see it. But it has this glitchy side effect of making it so all your girlfriend progress goes to 40% if it's 0% or lower. They're still not visible on the stats screen. I don't know if I showed it before, but the girlfriends actually disappeared off of my stats when they went under 0%. As soon as they have any change, any update to their amount, they'll show back up on the stats screen again. So I can assure you it's like 45% or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, that was that glitch. I've had a bit of fun with this on my streams before, but I thought I'd show it in this video. So now I'm going to go ahead and walk back inbounds. So I'm walking into the atrium again. And then we can walk out the correct way. And hooray, the world's back to normal. Wonderful. There's a few spots you can do that. A fun one is Caligula's Casino. I can't pronounce it. There's like an air vent you can like clip through and then jump all the way down to Los Venturas. And it's out. Everything's invisible. There's obviously the jetpack in the gym glitch as well, but that requires cheats and all this other stuff. Yeah, that was that. Just a little spice thrown in. You know, sometimes when I'm like planning out what I'm doing in this series, I kind of get lost in the whole speed run mentality. I'm like planning the most efficient route. I'm like, right, I'm going to go here, get the oyster, and then I'm going to do this next thing, and then I'm going to do this next thing, and it's going to be great. And I'm like planning an efficient route and stuff, and I kind of forget to have like a bit of fun in the middle and mess around. So yeah, last few episodes have been kind of rushed a bit, so I've tried to have a bit more fun with this episode. Try and get back to what True 100% was again. And yeah, now you will never look at doors the same again. Every door has that glitch, by the way. You just need to be able to push it while it's still moving. There are some interiors like this you can do it in, but not many. I probably couldn't do it here. I don't know. But the safe house in near Glen Park is one you can do it in. If you walk through the door, and then just as the door's fully open, if you pause, load the save that's inside that safe house. When you load, the door is still moving, so you can walk through it then. But unfortunately, you just get stuck in a box. Nothing interesting happens. Yeah, it's pretty fun though. Anyway, here's a police bike. Got it to spawn. Decided to take something other than the voodoo for once. And some sick wheelies. So yeah, in between those two clips, it's probably about 7 hours have passed. Because this segment was a bullshit segment. But yeah, you can see what we're doing. Classic. We're going to the airport and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go visit Michelle. I'm sure you're all sick of girlfriend stuff right now, and I promise this will be the next episode won't be girlfriend related. I promise. But yes, we have more girlfriend things to do, but now we're only interested in Michelle. So, by getting 40% or higher progress with Michelle, I have unlocked the ability to do what the community calls she drives dates, where it's like, instead of you driving her around, she drives you around, right? Because she's a driving instructor and a racing driver. She likes to drive, you get the point. And what's special about these dates is that you can do them even with 4 stars and have them succeed, and they do not disable the jealous girlfriend script. Yeah, there you are. So by using these she drives dates, you can achieve 100% progress with Michelle in the master save. So that's what we're going to be doing. The reward for achieving 100% is you get her racing suit, which is one of the few bits of clothing you can access at the start of the game. So that's what we're going to go do. I'm going to demonstrate it, and yeah. Unfortunately, it seems that Michelle's she drives dates are really rare, and I can't quite get them to work properly sometimes. And I don't think I get them to work properly in this recording either, but I'm not certain, so I've left this in, and we'll find out. People that know more will tell me about it. Oh yeah, and because I'm in the area near to Katie, I think she tried to ring me or something, but I had 4 stars, so I couldn't get the phone call. But it updated Katie's progress, so now she's at like 45%. Anyway, here's Michelle's auto repair. It's her place. So I'm going to park it right here. And she walks out.
Hi, CJ.
Hey, lady.
Trust me enough to drive.
And she gets in the car, and she wants to drive. There you are. So now you run around to the passenger side, she gets in the driver's seat, and now you're stuck in cinematic view, and she drives you around. And that's it. Isn't this exciting? Yeah, that's all. This is the whole date. You don't do anything else. When she's done, she drives you home, and that's the end. So we get a few minutes to talk, I guess. So this actually was really hard to get to have happen. Sometimes I messed up. Oh yeah, and I reset there because I get stuck. That's pretty funny. Or Michelle gets stuck. Sometimes when I actually... It seems like it's like 20% chance or something for this type of date to trigger, but I don't know. I didn't think the other thing was 50% either. But yeah, this like a 20% chance to happen, I reckon. Someone will correct me and I'll let you know next episode. And when it does happen, sometimes I get unfortunate and a police car has like pushed me into the end date marker, right? And it instantly ends instead of starting this sequence. So you have to be like really careful with the parking. In addition to that, I think the way you're supposed to gain percentage towards her is you're supposed to have it so that she gets into the car and starts driving before she says, "Yo, take me home, CJ," because you have 4 stars.
Quit hanging around, Carl.
So yeah, here she's angry at me because before she managed to get... I'm checking the thing here, so I'm 43% with Michelle, so I think I lost 2%. But yeah, she's angry with me here. I think if you watch it back, what happens is that she takes so long to get in the car that cutscene ends a bit quicker. And then while she's still getting into the car, or like switching seats or whatever, she says like, "Take me home, CJ," and you board her legs shut or whatever because of the 4 stars. So I think what's supposed to have happen is that she does the whole she drives thing before she says that, and before the 4 stars ruins the date. And then maybe it's a successful date, I'm not sure. I've watched a lot of research videos and done a bit of research, and I can't find any concrete evidence for this. I have seen other people on their first date, she says that, and then on every other date she doesn't. And I don't know if that's because the first date where you do that, she always says that, and then every other date's fine, or if it's because on every time someone does it for the first time, they fuck it up, and then they realise and they fix it for every other time. I don't know which one it is. It's probably the latter, so I'm probably going to do the same thing. So when we next do this, not next episode, maybe an episode after, but when I grind this out, maybe I'll do it correctly. But yeah, if anyone has the answer to that question, let me know. So yeah, let me know if I did that correctly, and let me know if I need to park the car in the correct way. I did try really hard to park the car in the correct way, so that, you know, she would get in quickly before the marker and stuff, but yeah, it was hard. Anyway, while I was explaining all that, NRG challenge is happening. So yeah, I finally decided to do the NRG challenge. I thought I would slot in here, it's just good time as any. There's not really any risk of dying or getting busted during this, so it was okay to do it at the end of a hard-to-record segment. And honestly, if I failed it, I would just restart it and do it again. Yeah, I'm not doing a very good job here. When I practiced the NRG challenge, I actually did it really quickly, but here I do a really crappy job of it. But we get there in the end. These side ones seem to give me a bit of trouble. Like I can't hit them. The main one, which is the difficult one, which is the one at like the southwest end, to my left now, the one that's like right at the left, that one's normally hard, but I think I got that straight away. Instead, that one I just tried to do there, that one's the one that gives me trouble constantly. But yeah, spoilers, I know everyone hates it when I say this, but I actually do finish it. So yeah, just picking up all these. Nothing too interesting here. So yeah, the BMX challenge that I did previous few episodes, where I showed that glitch where you can like cancel the timer, that works for this as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not, but yeah, that glitch works here too. But I decided not to use it because I didn't want to like sit around and wait for a while when I have 4 stars, because I would probably get busted or killed or something. So yeah. Yeah, you can see that one there is giving me a lot of trouble. I just can't hit that one for some reason. Just can't, like, move forwards enough. And there I, like, hit, like, the side or something like that? Oh, yeah, and this is where it gets really scary. I almost get ran over, and then everyone gets out of the car because I'm out of the car. So I'm like, oh, God. But somehow I make it out of there without losing my CJ or my tyres. And then I despawn them, thankfully. So yeah, this is what I mean, this wasn't too much of a threat. Yeah, there we go, finally got that one, and it's just this one last one, which is just such a pain in the ass to get. Like, goddamn, I just couldn't hit it. This is when I started panicking. I was like, oh god, there's only 20 seconds left. So I'm getting a really good run up here, nice and accurate. And we finally get it. 244 is absolutely terrible, but doesn't matter, I finished it. Woo! I'm sure I'll have some episode later in the future where I want to finish absolutely everything, and you know, I completely get like the best time in that possible or something. I don't know. Probably with On Mission 0 or something like that. Maybe that will happen, maybe it won't. But yeah, the CNRG challenge finally finished. I know a lot of people kept asking me when I was going to do that, and if I had forgotten about it and stuff. It's like, no, I'll get there eventually. Look at the bike skill. So ridiculous. Yeah, there you go. It's so ridiculous what you can survive with really high bike skill. Alright, and that's the end of our San Fierro adventures for today. So now we're going to go ahead and head back to Los Santos with the classic Maverick method, I'm calling it. I could have driven the NRG back and like jumped the little thing, or hell, even just driven into the water, but this feels safer to me. Like, there's always the risk of getting shot down by hydras, but it hasn't really happened to me that often. So I was pretty confident I could make this work, and if a hydra did start shooting at me, I'd probably just land and get out and just then do the backup strat of driving the rest of the way. I have like full health and everything, so I wasn't too worried. But still try to fly over water as much as possible, so if I bail, I don't die in a fireball. Wow, I was like non-stop talking this whole episode. God damn. Yeah, I never even finished talking about the girlfriend stuff that much before NRG started happening. But yeah, we're coming to the end of the Master Save segment. I know I keep saying this all the time, but we really are now. I only have a few things left in my list, my corrected list from the last time I read it out. So we got snapshots, we got horseshoes, we got 100% progress of Michelle, we got, what is it, respect I need to max out still, the arcade machines I did, the nightclub I did, yeah, that's it really. That's all I can think about, as you can hear the Hydra go past then. At least I could. I probably talked over it. But yeah, so I'm really not sure we have too many things left. I'll make sure that when I'm almost done with the master save, like very close to the end, I'll poll you guys for what you think I've missed, and I'll have a big long look at what I've missed, right? Make sure I don't miss anything before I jump into the end of the master save. Anyway, here's a Huntley. I don't think this is a car I've driven before, like, ever, in this game. It's pretty interesting. Maybe in MTA sometime, but yeah, never driven it in single player. I don't know if this is rare or something, but I don't think I've seen it that much outside of the missions it's in. So I was probably really lucky that one rolled up to me there. That's really weird. But yeah, so we're going to go do the final thing for this episode. Again, sorry it was a shorter episode, but it's kind of how it is, I explained earlier. How it happens sometimes. I don't like plan for length. It's like every episode I do about 3 things. 1, 2, 3. Very funny, I can't say the word. That's what I did in this episode. I think I did 4, right? I did the oyster, the girlfriend, the NRG challenge, and then this. So yeah, don't plan for these things. They're just every episode's just however long it is. But yeah, so the final thing we're going to do for this episode is a bit of burglary. And I know what you're thinking, but Josh, you already did burglary. Well, we're going to do a little different thing this time. So a few people have been sending me something that you can do with burglary in a master save. So I decided to show it off and do it. Thanks to those people that sent me. It was like a YouTube link of some guy playing on mobile doing this thing. I don't remember your name or whoever you are, and I'm really sorry, and I should probably call you out for it. Shout you out even. But thanks for showing me. Yeah, get a good look at CJ. Oh, there you go. That's not foreshadowing. But yeah, thanks for showing me, and I'll if I see you in the comments, I'll give you a good pinning, so you can be famous in my YouTube comments. But yeah, so we're doing burglary, except that we're not. And what we're actually going to do is go on a rampage for 9 minutes until daylight ends. Well, not quite 9 minutes. I give myself like 3-minute leeway so I can do the thing that I want to do. But yeah, I'm just going to go on a rampage here. Haven't done one of these in a while. I was talking about it earlier. I need to increase my respect, right? To max it out for the master save. So yeah, shooting ballers and shooting cops is how you do that. Very slow process, but we'll get there in the end. But yeah, I haven't done one of these little rampages at the end for a while now. Mostly after I maxed my weapons out, I kind of stopped doing this. Oh yeah, that was the thing I did. Jeez, I've done so much. I have done so much in this series. I've got so much more to do. This is only the start, right? This is like the master save. This is the beginning of it. There's like so much more to do. But that's good, that's good. I'm gonna milk this cow forever. Oh, there's like sick shooting and dodging there, with some more sick shooting and dodging. People ask me how I'm like so good at shooting in GTA games. Like sometimes in like Gay Tony, people ask me in the first mission when I used to do it properly without skipping it, how I was like headshotting everyone all the time, and you know, some people are like impressed with my headshot skills in this game and whatnot. But it really has nothing to do with aim. It's more to do with I just know where everyone's face is gonna be. So like I've played this game so much that I know all the animations, I know the exact position of everyone's face in the car, right? And like see, I know where to aim. It's not that I can aim well against humans that are moving around unpredictably. I can just aim well at people that I know are gonna fucking stand in the exact way I think they are. So yeah, that sort of thing just comes with practice in these sorts of games. Nothing else. No, I'm not good at shooting. I'm actually pretty terrible at shooters. As you can see, sometimes when I get into like an actual fight with someone in this game, where people are moving and whatnot, and I can't track them very well. But yeah, a few minutes left. The thing I'm gonna do, oh god. Wow, I got lucky there. Holy crap, I'm so lucky I shot that driver before he could have got out and busted me. Christ. But yeah, the thing I'm going to do requires the burglary to run out, like the timer to run out. You could probably blow up the van instead and do it that way, but I thought I'd show it off this way. And obviously I could have like saved once, so the timer was like 6 hour in-game hours later. But you know, I need to go on these respect rampages anyway, right? So I might as well do it when I'm actually waiting for something. Yeah, just shooting helicopters down. I'm running out of things to talk about now. Yeah, I've been enjoying iRacing a lot, for those who are interested, which is the racing simulator I was talking about before. It's doing pretty well in it. I'm getting a lot better. I get really salty during the races, and I like shout at myself and get like, I don't get angry at other people often. I get angry at me for being bad. But when I reflect, I have actually improved quite a lot in that game, so that's good. And people are enjoying watching it, which is nice. It's nice to actually be able to take a break from streaming the same game and the same process over and over again. And normally I just do speed runs of GTA games and nothing else, and kind of get burnt out after a bit, so it's nice to take a break and do something else. And it's nice when I have more than 50 viewers doing it as well, when I do other stuff normally. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. I'm looking right now, I guess I can do some casual talk. Right now, before I start recording, I was kind of looking into doing a league. There's a league called Absolute Beginners. They have a couple championships they run. And I was looking into joining one of those, which could be fun. Oh yeah, also on the streaming front, I have a couple races that have some really funny things that happen in them, so I might make a couple iRacing highlights. Maybe not the full races, maybe just the funny things that happen, but yeah, some pretty good stuff I want to highlight. Yeah, I'm yet to win my first road race. I've come very close several times, but I always choke at the end or in the middle or at the start. Throw it. I never quite won. I've come second several times, but never quite won it. I've won some oval races, but they're piss easy, so don't count those. It's just survive and don't crash. I would have put those the one oval race I won. Did I say I won a couple? I only won one, I think. But one of the wins I had was I was playing music during it. I was actually playing K-Rose during it. So unfortunately I can't put that on YouTube, the one win I have. So yeah, you'd have to hunt that down on Twitch. I haven't highlighted it or anything. Anyway, that's the end of the rambling bit. So there's like 3 minutes left. There wasn't any cops to shoot, so I decided now is the time to leave. Respray the Boxville. Where did he go? Where did he go? Whoa. Yeah, so it's funny how people get really angry at this mechanic and they had to change it for like 4 and 5 and stuff to be more realistic, but like, who cares? So yeah, that's the end of my little rampage. I'm not sure how much I increased respect by. You can probably tell from the stats file. I might have a look after this. I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, so we're gonna go head over to our safe house, the Glen Park safe house. I was talking about this earlier, wasn't I? So yeah, we're going to go here, and we're going to do a bit of a glitch with the clothing. So I've got 3 minutes, so I've got a bit of time to kill. I'll probably speed this up, so you don't sit here for 3 minutes. But yeah, here's this. Have a bit of a look around. There's a computer on a table. Who uses a computer like that at the edge of a table? What the fuck? It's a nice little kitchen. It's got some cookers, some washing machines. This weird light bulb that looks a bit like a penis. A little bit. Not like mine. Don't make that comparison. I know what you're going to say. And here's the wardrobe. So, CJ's wearing a balaclava right now. And I don't really like it. So I'm going to take the balaclava off by removing the special item. There we are. Except that I'm not. And I'm going to sit here on the confirmation screen for 2 minutes. So yeah, well, you can probably tell what's going to happen here if you're smart and glitcher, like a dirty glitcher like I am. But basically, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to tell the game to remove the balaclava, so then it will remove it. The burglary mission is then going to end, which removes the balaclava. But CJ isn't wearing the balaclava. And then I'm going to cancel my request to remove the balaclava, and then the game is going to put the balaclava back on. So there we are. Burglary mission ended. Yada yada yada, stole nothing, etc etc. And then I go back in, press F, cancel the menu, and voila. Ta-da! Balaclava. And that's how you get the balaclava. Only side effect is that it makes CJ walk like this. It takes a really long time to start moving, and it's really goddamn annoying. So I don't want that. So I'm actually just going to take it straight back off. So yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. You can sort of get the balaclava. The problem is you don't actually own it. So when you remove it like this, it doesn't go into your menu, and you can't equip it again, as I'll demonstrate. Like this. There, see? Nothing. So yeah, so pretty cool glitch. I don't intend on keeping it because it ruins CJ's movement. So now you can see when I start moving, he just sort of moves quickly that time. It's a lot better. But yeah, pretty cool glitch. I might use it at the end of the master save to be different, but probably not. Yeah, that was it. Sorry for the short episode, etc, etc. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, my save file says NRG500. And yeah, and see you for the next episode. Bye-bye.